Have you ever given clear direction to your team? Everyone nodded, then they left the meeting and did exactly opposite of what you asked them to. The real reason behind being ignored by your team is not what most leaders think. I'm Hadi. I spent 20 years in leadership roles across different industries, and in this video, I'm gonna give you the real reason, backed by science, why your team is ignoring you. And I stick to the end because I'm gonna provide a practical fix so you can use it in your very next meeting to stop being ignored. Let me introduce you to manager Mike. Mike is smart. He cares about his team. He hates conflict. So when a problem arises, he does what most well-meaning leaders do. He put together a plan with a strategy, with a risk. Then he sets up a meeting, brings his team together, and walks through everything that he prepared. And then he asks any question. Silence. Maybe a few nods. Maybe if someone says makes sense. And then he walks out of the meeting and feels very proud. He's like, I aced the meeting. My team is so aligned with my strategy. But here, what just happened? Mike didn't invite thinking. He accidentally owned it. And when managers own the thinking process, the team start letting go of ownership of that outcome because they left only to do that execution part. Let me know in the comment below if you've ever been part of a meeting when somebody explained everything so fully planned and prepared that you felt there is no room for you to provide any thought process. When your team ignores you, most of advice out there says that it's a team problem. You need to be louder, firmer, you need to take control. But decades of research says something pretty uncomfortable. This isn't a team problem. This is an environment problem. It's really choosing psychological control instead of psychological safety. And here how it looks like. If you're putting together the full plan without asking any input from your team, if you're over-explaining things in meetings, if you're jumping in too fast with answering something instead of waiting for the team to answer or ask questions, if you're correcting when someone says something instead of exploring and trying to figure out why they're saying something, and if you're talking more, especially when things go wrong, these are all different signs that you're choosing psychological control over psychological safety. And none of it seems toxic, and that's really the sneaky part of the problem. But at the core of it, when leaders own that thinking process, then the team start letting go of owning the outcome or any ownership in general. And when ownership is gone, then your influence will fade away as well. Let's talk a little bit about the research behind this. The term psychological safety for the first time introduced by Amy Edmondson from Harvard University, and it basically means that when the team feels they have a voice, and voice here really means, can I speak up? Can I disagree with opinions and ideas, especially the ones of my manager? And can I influence and impact the outcome and those decisions out of that meeting that I'm in? And you want to create psychological safety for your team, because when that safety drops, that's when the team psychologically gonna go to more of a protecting themselves mode, which will show up as they're not gonna own the outcome. They're not gonna really follow your orders. They're just gonna do bare minimum. So their job is safe, but they're really gonna disengage. And these are all the signs when you feel that you're saying something and the team is not following you. It's not that they're rejecting you. They just really are protecting themselves. So here's what you want to do. You want to increase that voice. You want to let the team feel that they have a voice, that they can be rebel, they can challenge your idea and opinions right away before it's too late. They can raise the risks, and that they feel that their opinion matters in that overall decision making, overall planning and strategizing those activities. And when that happens, it creates such an engagement in your team. The team starts owning the outcome. And always remember, the best leaders talk less and ask better questions. So here's one simple shift you can make in your next meeting. Instead of saying, here's what we're going to do, you say, what do you think is the best next step? Instead of saying, let me explain why this matters, say, what risk do you see here? Instead of saying, here's a plan, say, if you own this completely, how would you approach it? Basically, what you're trying to do is that you're trying to replace explanation with better questions. When the team is invited to think, that engagement skyrockets. Now, this is the hardest part: silence. When you ask a real question from the team, if the team right away are not answering you, don't rush to fill that space, the silent. Pause, let the team to think. They're not rejecting you, they're probably just thinking, they're probably getting used to this new process of you asking questions from them. Because if you answer your own questions, you're teaching your team one thing: you don't need to think. I will do that for you, which is the fastest way to kill ownership. If your team is ignoring you, they're most probably just protecting themselves. Fix the environment, not the people, and the engagement will come back. And if you want to read some of the best leadership books for every stage of your career, watch this video next.